Beautiful people, what is up, chat? What is up? It's been a few days. I've missed you guys. I've missed you. Let's see. While we wait on the first person to get in chat, let's go ahead and pull up the chat on the second monitor here. Where are we at? Where are we at? I know we're a little late today. Actually, we're like fashionably late today. What are we, like 2 hours past our usual time? I know. I know. We're very late today. Listen to Finn, number one. What's up, dude? Mike, what's up? What's up, Kay? Welcome. Yeah, so we're very late. We're very late, and I apologize. I apologize for that. What's up, John? What's up, Zoe? Welcome. Welcome, welcome. It's good to see you all. It's good to see you all. How has everybody been? Let's see. We did let the disc. Yeah, we're good. We're good. Okay. Good there. How has everybody been? What's up, Christina? This is literally perfect timing because I'm anxious to go to the theater and I don't feel like going. Well, welcome, welcome, John. I hope you enjoy it. It's going to be a good one. Like I said, I know we're fashionably late today. I apologize for that. And we didn't. What? It's been like 2 days since our last stream, so I had a little bit of time off there. I apologize for that, but we are back. Old mate, what's up, dude? Good to see you. Good to see you. Yeah, we're sipping the Coca-Cola today, so don't judge. Don't judge. Unfortunately, not great. Well, let's backspace the unfortunately and let's get into a mindset of opportunity over horrible, horrible experience, right? Let's get into the mindset of opportunity that I want to, need to embrace over the mindset of this is unfortunate, right? All right, guys. Chat's filling up pretty quick today. Good to see all your faces. Welcome. Should probably. All right, there we go. So I was reading through the Discord suggestions, right? I was reading. Oh shit, I didn't turn this on. Oh well. I was reading through the Discord suggestions, right? Like video suggestions, trying to like put together some ideas. And let's see. I'll tell you guys exactly what I seen that kind of sparked the idea of this stream. Where's it at? Where's it at? Mike said a motivation video would be great. The other motivation video you have up, it's really amazing. Um, and then Cade said, but I think another one about perspective will really help a bunch. So I was reading through your suggestions. It might not seem like I read through your suggestions, but I do. I do, right? I do read through your Discord suggestions. Had a family function that I could only stay at for 10 minutes. Well, there's nothing you could do to change the past, right? It is what it is. It's happened. Let's move forward. So, you can have a miserable rest of your day thinking about how you should have stayed, you should have done this, you should have done that. Well, it's too late now. Just to put it bluntly, it's too late now. But we can still take advantage of what, the rest of the day that we have. We can still try to have a decent day despite that, right? So I hope you decide not to lay around too much, not to sit around too much, regretting, okay, what has happened today. I hope you just take advantage of the rest of your day, right? That's what we need. Um, let's see. The ultimate anxiety motivation, by far the best anxiety motivation vid I have ever heard. Glad you like it, dude. Yeah, I need to make another one of those. I need to make another one of those. I think that was like a recorded video, right? That wasn't really a stream, I don't think. Regardless, we need to do like a part two or something. All right, all right, chat. You know what? I think we can go ahead and get started. I think we can go ahead and get started. Chat's full enough. We're good. We're good. So today, guys, today we're going to be talking about anxiety recovery, overcoming I don't feel like it. Right? Overcoming I don't feel like it. So if you've been here for a while, you are fully aware of what the two keys are. Right? If you've been here for a while, you are fully aware of what the two keys are. The two keys are live your life, stop fighting with the thoughts and feelings. Sounds very simple, is very simple, but it takes work. This is why it takes work, right? You are not necessarily going to feel like getting up and continuing to live your life when you feel the way you do. Because what way do you feel, chat, when you are sensitized, when you have tired nerves, when you have a brain that's popping off unnecessary anxiety? How is it that that makes you feel, chat? Makes you feel like shit. To put it as blunt as possible, it makes you feel like shit. So here's the thing: when we say, you need to live your life, you need to show your brain while you're triggered that all is well by not laying in bed, not laying on the couch, getting off Google, doing things you want to do, not things the anxiety wants you to do, having productive days, right? Having days where you get shit done. When we tell you to do that, here's the biggest hurdle that most people face. They simply do not feel like it. I do not feel like it, right? So here's the problem with that. Here's the problem with I do not feel like it, right? You are going to wait and wait and wait and wait until you do feel like it to start using the advice, right? You are going to wait until you do feel like getting up and being productive to start living your life. You're going to wait until you do feel like getting up and living your life to live your life, right? Here's the problem with that. Feeling follows action, guys. Feeling follows action, not the other way around. I want you to get that into your head for a second. Feeling follows action. So if I wake up having a pretty shitty day, right? I can already feel the anxiety. I can feel the negative, intrusive thoughts. They're barking at me. If I wake up having a pretty rough day, right? And I sit around and I lay around and I say, oh, I just don't feel like it. I'll wait until I feel like it, and then I'll go and I'll be productive. I'll wait until I feel like it, and then I'll go and I'll get shit done, right? I just don't feel like it. I'll wait until I feel like it, and then I'll go and do the things that need to be done. I just don't feel like it. When I feel like it, then I'll go have fun, right? That's the most common thing that I hear that keeps people stuck, right? If you are waiting until you feel like it to live your life, to do the things that you want to do, right? If you're waiting until you feel like it, you're going to be waiting for a very long time. You're going to be waiting for a very long time. So if I wake up having a particularly anxious day and I decide, okay, well, I'm just going to take it easy today, right? That's a big cop out, isn't it? I'm just going to take it easy today. If I decide that I'm just going to take it easy today, right? Chances are 9 times out of 10 by the time my day is over, I'm going to have a pretty crap day and I'm going to feel pretty crap. And I hid that. I hid that all under the excuse of I don't feel like it. I'm going to take it easy today, right? So by the time the end of your day comes around, you've done nothing but obsess, right? Right? You've done nothing to be proud of. You've done nothing to say that you've accomplished. Feeling follows action, so you're probably going to feel pretty crappy. And you hid that. You hid that all under the excuse of, I'm just going to take it easy. I just don't feel like it. Right? Right? Believe me, chat, you have had a break day. You've had a relaxed day for like the last 10 years. The breaks are over. The relaxed day is over, right? If you want to be the person you want to be, if you want to retrain this brain, if you want to show it the truth, there's no more, I'm just going to take it easy, right? Now, don't get me wrong. There's nothing wrong with relaxing. But if this is a 24-hour thing, right? 7 days a week, then we've got problems here. We have got problems here, right? So feeling follows action. And if you hide under the excuse of I don't feel like it, we're not going to get very far, right? We're not going to get very far. The reason behind that is the longer you sit around with the anxiety, with the panic, and you avoid life, you avoid doing the things that you want to do, and these can be even just little things, right? Housework, I don't know, they could be little things. If you avoid doing all this stuff while you're anxious, while you're triggered, and you do the same thing you've been doing, your brain is not going to learn anything new, right? So if you sit around on the couch or in bed and you obsess all day long, and then you ask yourself, why isn't this acceptance thing working for me? Well, then we have to say it's because you're not using it. Right? So do not hide under the excuse of, oh, I'm just taking it easy. Do not hide under the excuse of, oh, I just don't feel like it. Because once you get started, chat, once you get started, even if it's just something small, right? I don't know where each of you are on the totem pole here, but once you get started, even if it's just something small, you can usually get that ball of momentum rolling, right? You can start to get a little bit of confidence going. You can start to feel a little bit better about yourself, right? We're starting to introduce new things here. We're starting to do things that we want to do. We're starting to live life how we want to live it. We're not living according to the anxiety. And in little ways, right? You can start in little ways. You can get that ball rolling, that ball of confidence going. You can get that momentum building, right? So the whole I don't feel like it, the whole I don't feel like it has to be tossed to the side, and you have to understand something. Even if you don't feel like it, you got to get going. You got to get going. Even if you don't feel like it, you got to do something. Even if you don't feel like it, we got to get this ball rolling. Do not wait, right? Do not wait until you feel better to get started because you're going to be waiting a while. Do not wait until you feel like it to get started because you're going to be waiting a while. Nobody necessarily feels like it when they start out on this journey, right? I know I didn't. Show of hands in chat to how many people felt like getting started. Not many. Not many. You never really start when you feel like, getting started because that day doesn't come. You have to get started and then you'll start to get the ball rolling, right? You have to get started and then you'll get the ball rolling. You have to get started and then you'll build the confidence, right? So don't wait until you feel like it to do these things because you're never going to feel like it. Okay, I'll let you know that right now. You're never going to necessarily feel like it. Nobody's ever necessarily going to feel like going up against their anxiety, right? And accepting their anxiety and facing their anxiety, embracing their anxiety, living their life despite their anxiety. Nobody ever's necessarily going to feel like doing that because anxiety makes you want to hide away. Okay? So while you've got a brain that's pretty much trained to be anxious, wired to be anxious, you're never necessarily going to feel like going against that. So if you're waiting for the day that you feel like it, it's probably not going to happen, right? It's probably not going to happen. Your best bet your best bet is to go ahead and get started now. Stop waiting until you feel like it. Stop waiting until it feels right. Right? Just understand that, of course, you're not going to feel like, trying to live this new way of life. Of course, it's going to be a little bit difficult. Of course, it's going to be not exactly comfortable. Of course, it's going to be new to you. Right? But let's go for it. Because if you wait until you feel like it, you're probably going to be waiting a very, very long time. Right? Right? Again, show of hands in chat, how many people actually felt like getting started? Not very many. I know I didn't. I know I didn't. I just had to do it. I know I didn't feel like getting started. I just had to do it. So the whole I don't feel like it, we got to let it go. We got to let it go. We got to get started because you're never necessarily going to feel like it, right? So you got to get going. We got to get the momentum building. We got to get the confidence going, right? Right? In the face of this anxiety, we do what we want to do. In the face of this anxiety, we do the things that we know are going to lead to the change that we want. And we don't wait until we feel like it. We go ahead and get started because that's what we want. We want recovery, right? We want a new brain to be wired a certain way, right? So that's a strange way to put it, but it's true, isn't it? You want a new brain that's going to operate in a new way. And to get that, you don't wait until you feel like it. You go ahead and get started, right? So take it from me. Take it from somebody who waited a very, very long time until he felt like it. That day doesn't come, right? If you want to get the momentum going, get started. Feeling follows action. Feeling follows action. Go ahead, right? And take the action, the feeling will follow. Stick to it. Build new habits. Build a new lifestyle. Build a new way of living, right? And the good feelings will follow. But they're not going to come first. You've got to take the action. They're not going to come first. You're going to take the action. That's why people stay stuck in the cycle for so long, right? Because they wait around until they feel like it to do something about it. But feeling follows action. So when there's no action being taken and you're doing the same thing day after day, you're going by the same program day after day after day after day, your brain is going to get the same message day after day after day after day. Right? So if you want new feeling, it's time for new action. Right? So the two main keys: live your life, right? Stop fighting with the thoughts and the feelings. When you're triggered and you're having these thoughts and you're having these feelings, simply say okay to them. Stop trying to push them away, fight them, resist them. Just say okay to them. Don't start mentally arguing with them, worrying about them, debating with them, right? And if you do that, make sure you catch it and turn it into acceptance. So we accept the thoughts and feelings because we're not feeling that fire anymore, right? We're embracing them to show the brain they're not real dangers, and we're living our lives. We're showing our brain that all is well with our behaviors, right? But do not wait until you feel like it. Go ahead and get started because you're not gonna feel like it, right? Nobody ever does. But go ahead and get started anyway because feeling follows action, right? And you can get that momentum building pretty quickly. You can get that confidence building pretty quickly, but you got to get started, right? So, whew, with that being said, guys, with that being said, that was a mouthful. I hope this motivates somebody, and I hope this wakes somebody up out there that's sitting around waiting until they feel like it, right? I hope this motivates somebody that's sitting around waiting and hiding under the excuse of, well, I just don't feel like it, right? I hope this motivates someone to break out of the cycle, even though I know you don't necessarily feel like it, right? I hope this gets you going anyway. I hope this gets you out of this cycle anyway. So, with that being said, guys, whew, we're moving on to the post stream. Thank you guys so much for watching. We'll put some music on and we'll read some comments in just a second. Let's see. Going to a men's group tonight. It's for men that want to learn other ways to deal with situation than with anger and frustration. I like it. I like it. Let's do it. Sensitivity to light, sunshine. I was out this weekend laughing, loving all my kids. That's awesome, Kay. Keep it up. So proud of you. Let's see what else we got. I know I missed a lot of comments. Let's see. I went out for dinner yesterday with people I don't like. Had dinner, wanted to run. I didn't. The fear went. It was okay. It always goes, even when you feel like shit. Congrats. You have no idea how much you did for your brain by doing that. That is amazing. What's up, A? I had a motherfucking ball this weekend with anxiety. I intentionally planned my weekend, even slept an extra hour. I felt normal, not pondering on normal. Get up, got dressed, even today feeling good. All I can say is thank you. That is awesome, Kay. Keep it up. I did get out of bed and go for a push bike ride though. That's great, old mate. You got to be proud of your accomplishments, dude. John didn't feel like going to the movies. It seems like now he has decided to go to the movies. That is awesome, John. Keep us updated, dude. I just want to thank you, Chris, for all the tools you have given me these last 3 years. You are more than welcome, Sherry. More than welcome. More than welcome. This 100% motivates me. Thank you, Wonder Bro. Glad I found you a year ago. I'm going to go to the movies and enjoy, even though I feel like sleeping all day. Hey, man, you know, at the end of the day, you have to make these choices for yourself, right? But I can be here to motivate and encourage. At the end of the day, I want you to make these choices for yourself. I want you to want better for yourself, right? Right? So do this for you. Do this for you. Do this for your recovery. You know, and whatever it is that you decide, whatever it is you decide, whether you go, don't go, whatever, of course we still love you. We still support you. But at the end of the day, right? At the end of the day, you got to do this for you. So we'll support you. We support you the whole way. Oh, chat. I slept like 11 hours last night, and now my back is just, it's busted. It's busted, chat. Absolutely, John. I hope I'm saying your username right. Yes, yes. We could use the likes. If you guys want to toss the stream a quick like, I would really appreciate it. I would really appreciate it. Helps the channel grow, man. I appreciate it. Kay with the $10 tip. Thank you so much, Kay. I'll update that in just a second. I went on a little bit of a smoke break here, so not at the PC. Don't let me forget to update that. Thank you so much, Kay. Show some love in the chat to Kay, please, for the $10 tip. We'll really appreciate it. Really, really appreciate it. Yes, you're saying my username correctly. Okay, I wasn't sure. I wasn't positive on that one. Look, I know, man, I know I sound a little bit rough today, right? I probably looked a little bit rough today too. Like I said, I slept for like 11 hours for some reason. Um, Woke up, my back is just like, not today. Not today. We're not feeling it today, is what my back said. And yeah, I look like a total mess. I sound like one too. Sound like I'm hungover. But hopefully, regardless, someone takes something from the stream. Hey Arnold, I tried to read between the lines on your comment there. I'm going to be honest, I didn't really fully understand it, but from what I'm getting from it, somebody took your good day and made it a bad day, basically, is what you're saying. And to that I say, people only have as much power as we give them. Now, it is true that people do shitty things, and of course that bothers us from time to time, right? But it's also true that we sit around and we do what? We obsess about what happened. We worry about what happened, and then we have a much longer bad day than need be. So at this point, right, the obsession's got to stop at some point. The worry's got to stop at some point about what happened, and we've got to move on. We've got to let it go. We've got to stop following up with these thoughts, right? All I can feel is sad and angry. My body can't handle it. You're feeling so sad and so angry because you're so obsessive, right? I'm gonna tell you that it's not life doing it to you. It's not your mother. It's not, bad things do happen, and yes, they suck, and yes, they make us feel a certain way in the moment. But all of the extra obsession that you're adding to this after the fact is definitely on your shoulders, and it's a habit that must be broken. So I can almost guarantee it. In fact, I will. In fact, I'll bet my life on it. That since this thing has happened, you have done nothing but obsess about it, which is not what the advice says to do, right? And that's okay because people make mistakes. I'm pointing this out to you so that hopefully we can get you back on track and you can drop the obsession. When these thoughts come, you stop going down the rabbit hole with the blah, 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 right? That's what we can hope for. That's what we need you to do. Like I said, I can almost guarantee I'd bet my life on it that since this thing has happened, it's been a constant, nonstop obsession session for you, right? We need to put a stop to that. We absolutely have to put a stop to that, or else we're going to continue fueling the fire of all of these things thoughts, obsessions about what happened today or what happened in the past, or we just continue to poke at it. We continue to add the obsession, add the fuel, makes us feel worse, right? So this is the habit that we've got to break. Woke up with a nervous feeling, can't shake it off. Any suggestion on how to handle this? Stop trying to shake it off. Welcome it. Tell it that it can stay as long as it would like, and stop looking over your shoulder wondering if it's going to leave. Anytime you notice that you're starting to worry about it, you need to look at it and you need to give it permission to be, right? It's your wanting to shake it off, right? It is your wanting to shake it off that is causing it to be so bad. It is your wanting to shake it off, as you put it, that is causing it to be fueled. The more you don't want something, the more you're going to get it, right? So we got to change the mindset. Even if you don't necessarily believe your new mindset right away, we still have to work on it. We still have to work on it because the more you're in your head not wanting something, the more you are fueling the fire. Kay, I did not forget about your $10 tip. Let's add that. Let's add that. We are at 10 today. We're on a 49-day streak, chat. 49-day streak. Will we take it to 50? I don't know, but that's absolutely insane. So, huge shout out. Huge shout out to Kay. Riding the wave, absolutely. Absolutely. So you kind of see what we're getting at. The more you sit around with the mindset of, I'm trying to stay busy, but I can't shake off the feeling. Can you sense the second fear there? I can sense it. I can smell it from a mile away, right? Can you smell the second fear there? I can smell it from a mile away. It's obvious, right? When you say, I'm trying to keep busy, but I can't shake it off. So that tells me you're running around, oh God, I'm trying to stay busy. I'm trying to shake it off, shake it off, shake it off, shake it off. Can you sense all of the agitated resistance there? Can you sense all of the fuel to the fire there? Can you sense all of the negative blah there, right? So instead of saying, I'm trying to stay busy, but I can't shake it off, let's say I'm going to do what I want to do today. It's welcome to stay, no big deal. Ooh, now we're starting to enter into definitely more of an accepting mindset. And your mind might say, "Oh yeah, but it is so bad." And to that we say, "No, no, no. I'm gonna get to know it. It's allowed to be here, right? I'm gonna have a good day regardless. So I'm gonna do the things I want to do, not out of desperation, not out of trying to shake anything off. I'm just going to do the things I want to do because they need to be done and I want them to be done. That's why I'm going to do them, not to try to shake anything off. So I'm going to do the things that I want to do today, and the feelings are there, and I'm not doing them because I want to shake the feelings off. I'm doing them because I want to do them. And while the feelings are there, or the thoughts, right, negative intrusive thoughts, while they're there and I'm doing the things that I want to do, I'm going to keep an attitude of not worry, but an attitude of acceptance, right? And if I notice that I'm starting to go down the worry rabbit hole, I'm going to catch it. I'm going to catch it, right? I'm going to catch it. I'm going to turn it into acceptance. I'm going to catch it, and I'm going to turn it into acceptance, right? And that takes some work, takes some effort, but it's worth it in the end. Building this habit is absolutely worth it in the end. So I think most people here, I mean, the fact that you're here and you're learning this advice tells me that you're already a step ahead of the game, right? Now we just need to get you playing by the rules. Now we just need to get you doing it on a consistent basis, which is the problem for most people. So we just need to get you to a point where you're applying the two main keys and you are applying them full force, right? So, is it normal to feel depressed during recovery? Some people deal with it, some people don't. So it's really hard to say. Is it normal? Yes. Yes. But as far as who experiences feelings, I don't even call it depression. I call it more fatigue. I call it more being, exhausted. So I don't even really use that label. Is it normal? Yes. Does everybody experience it? No. It's kind of a back and forth. Some people do, some people don't. But is it normal? Yes. It's kind of a rainy day here today. $20 Cash App from. Oh man, I know I'm gonna screw your name up, and I really don't want to. I really don't want to screw your name up. Okay, here's what we'll do. We'll go to Google. Isn't there a thing on Google that'll read stuff out to you? Um, how to pronounce. Hold on, I got this. I got this, chat. Don't you worry about it. How to pronounce. Okay. Oh man, come on. Okay, I can't find it. Google's not doing what I want it to do. Here's what we'll do. $20 tip, $20 tip, $20 Cash App from PHILICIA. I don't want to butcher your name. I have no clue how to say that. I have no clue how to pronounce that. Pasilla? The Pasilla? I don't know, man. That sounds wrong. That sounds so wrong. I don't know if that was right. But thank you regardless so much for the $20 tip. I appreciate you. That puts us at 30 for today. We might be moving on to a 50-day streak, chat, which is absolutely mind-blowing. Never in a million years would I imagine that when I started the streak system that we would be at 49 days. 49 days. Insane. Felicia. 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 Felicia, is that right? What was I saying? Felicia? Dang, I'm late. What up, Wonder Bro? What up, dude? What's up, Brock? Hey, Chris, I was just wondering if self-talk and affirmations are the same thing. I'm sorry if this is a dumb question. There's no such thing as a dumb question. I was wondering if self-talk and affirmations are the same thing. So, affirmations are usually like statements repeated, right? Self-talk is usually just how you talk to yourself. So you could say that they're more or less the same thing. You could say that. I don't know if you technically put those two in the same category or not. Um, I guess in a way you could say they're the same thing, but at the same time, I'm not personally a fan of affirmations. I don't tell people to sit around and continue to tell themselves, "Oh, you are a superwoman, you are a superman," all this other crap. I would prefer people be like more neutral with it, right? And more of a acceptance approach rather than trying to lie to themselves, telling themselves that they are, all of these things, and then they're probably not going to believe that, and then it gets a little confusing. I'd rather people be more general with it, so that when they have a negative thought, they simply say, okay, it is what it is. I accept it, you know, or they have a feeling and they can tell themselves something like, I can handle it, bring it on, right? This is a little bit more neutral, a little bit more general than using these like power affirmations where people sit around and tell themselves, "Oh, I am an invincible Superman or Superwoman." I guess it's got its place or whatever, but I don't know. I'd rather not use these like power affirmations with anxiety. I'd rather people just keep it more simple, more neutral instead of trying to like do that. I don't know. That's just me. Um, hey Wonder Bro, how's things going today? What's up, Red Dog? Welcome, dude. It's been a minute since I've seen you. How have you been? Felicia, I got it. I got it. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for the $20 tip. Puts us at 30 today. Puts us at 30 today. Thank you so much for that. I can't stay for much longer as it's 4:38 a.m. here in Australia, and I do need my beauty sleep. Trust me. Cheers. Heaps Wonder Bro. Love you all. Hey, thanks for stopping by, old mate. You're gonna have a good day tomorrow, dude. Get right back at it. Get right back on track. You got this. Yeah, no problem, Bug. No problem, dude. That's just me. I'm not gonna knock anybody that wants to listen to like affirmations in their free time or whatever. But as far as anxiety is concerned, it's not something I go out of my way to recommend. Right? I don't see the harm in it, but in the same time, I don't recommend it. I would rather people just keep it more general and neutral. So when they have these thoughts or feelings, they just give themselves a little reminder, I accept it is what it is. I can handle this, whatever. Whatever it is they want to tell themselves, as long as it's short, sweet, and rooted in acceptance instead of doing all the worry, right? Catch the worry, turn it into acceptance. That's what I recommend. These power affirmations that you can watch like 10-minute videos on or whatever that get like extreme or what whatever. Um, I guess I'm not completely knocking them, but as far as anxiety and anxiety recovery is concerned, I don't recommend them either. I mean, it can go either way. I guess it's up to the person, but I'd rather keep it short, sweet, rooted in acceptance, move on, don't add the worry, live your life, confidence will naturally build. Good feeling will naturally build, right? I wonder, bro, feeling much better and anxiety symptoms are very mild. I've gone from whatever to bring it on to get over the line. Thanks for all you do. Oh, okay. So I see what you're saying there. You went from the more neutral acceptance to like, whatever, it is what it is, and you went to the more aggressive acceptance, bring it on. Both work because at the end of the day, it's the same end goal. You're cutting out the worry, whether you're more neutral or aggressive with your accepting reminders, as we call them, right? Instead of doing the worry. That's up to you, but it seems like you had more success with the aggressive approach and it got you over the line, right? So congrats, dude. That is awesome. Keep it up. Congrats. I love to hear it, man. I love to hear it. But trust you still have to not add the worry. Yeah. Yeah. So, at the end of the day, that's the main end goal. Live your life, show your brain that all is well by living your life, and stop adding the worry. Whether you want to be more neutral with that or more aggressive with that, with what you tell yourself instead of doing the worry, doesn't really matter. So, for example, you get a thought that something bad's going to happen. You say that good. You know what? I hope it does. Right? That's more of an aggressive approach to acceptance. Doing the opposite of worry, just kind of saying, okay, cool, whatever. Hope it does. Right? A more neutral approach would be, okay, you have a thought that says something bad's going to happen. You say to yourself, it is what it is. Whatever. Whatever's going to happen is going to happen. That's more neutral, more laid back, right? Same with the feelings. You have a feeling, an anxious feeling, and you say to it, bring it on. Give me your best. Give me your best shot. I hope you get worse. That's more aggressive, right? Or you can be more neutral. You have an anxious feeling, you say, okay, it is what it is. There's nothing I can do about it. That's more neutral. You see where we're going with this. Either way, you're cutting out the worry. Either way, you're not going down the worry rabbit hole. What is worry? Worry is second fear. Worry is second fear. Second fear is worry. That's all Dr. Claire Weeks meant by second fear. It's just a fancy term for worry. So whether you go the neutral route, the aggressive route, as long as you cut out the second fear, aka the worry, I don't give a shit. Right? Maybe you want to mix it up a little bit. That's cool too. Not a problem. Find what works for you as far as that's concerned. But we have to get rid of the second fear, right? That's one of our two main keys, and get back to living life. Show your brain with your behaviors all as well, right? That'll get the confidence building. That'll get you feeling better. That'll get you to a point where you're more confident, you got some momentum going. You're not just laying around in bed all day, right? There's a handful of reasons why the two main keys are what they are. So, let's get after it. Get after it. Let's get after it. What's up, Kate? Well, keep doing that, Arnold, and see how far you get with it. When the day comes, though, when the day comes that you are ready to drop the obsession and you're ready for a new life, I got your back. I've got your back, right? If you want to continue obsessing over every anxious thought, every anxious feeling, nobody can stop you. But when the day comes that you've had enough of that and you really want to change your life, I got your back. I'm here. You know where to find me, right? Because you've been trying to do that for so long. How well is that working out? How well is that working out? Not very well. Not very well. You can respect your feelings by accepting them. You're showing the most disrespect to your thoughts and feelings by rejecting them and trying to obsess with them and fight with them, right? So you say that you're obsessing because you're trying to respect your feelings. You are not respecting your feelings by obsessing over them. You are rejecting them. You are fighting with them. That is not respect, right? So if that's what you're thinking, well, let me use your own line against you and say if you really want to respect your feelings, which is what you say you want to do, well, then you're not doing that by fighting with them. You are disrespecting them, actually. So, it can be hard to commit to healing because it's a habit. Worry is a habit, right? And it's a very strong habit. Usually just saying fuck it's your best bet, Kate. There's no need to try to distinguish between anything. And the more you try to distinguish between things, the more you're just worrying. So you're already not using the advice, right? So instead of saying I need to distinguish between this, that, and that, let's just have an attitude of acceptance. Then we cut out the middleman. There's no distinguishing going on. Therefore, there's no worry going on. Right? Because, the two main keys are what they are. If it was important to distinguish between this and between that, I would have added that. That would be the third main key. But it's not, because it's not important as long as you keep an attitude of no second fear. Because ironically, the more you sit around and worry about all of this, the more worry you're doing, right? Okay, so you say the thought might be true. The thought says I don't have anybody in my life, so what good is it sitting around and obsessing about it? Let's go out on a limb here. Let's say the thought is true. Where are you going to get with obsessing about it? Right? So you say, I need to obsess about this because the thought might be true. What good is it going to do, even if it is, right? There's no action you can take, right? This is just a thought about your life, right? So either take action, which in this case there's really no action you can take, but what good does the obsession do? You see what we're getting at? So you say, but I think I need to handle the same. You are right. You're right. Sam, dude, thank you for the $5 tip. Do not let me forget to add that to the tip goal, guys. As soon as I get back, do not let me forget that $5 tip. Thank you so much, Sam. Yeah, it's usually made a lot simpler if you just stick to fuck it, Kate, instead of trying to investigate and dissect this all way too much, right? When you try to dissect it too much, you're doing what? You're doing worry. So it's usually much easier if you just greet every thought and every feeling with an attitude of acceptance and live your life rather than trying to dissect and investigate what does this mean? What does that, it's much easier. Chuck it under the anxiety umbrella, right? Live your life. None of the obsession is never worth it. You never gain anything from the obsession anyway. So there's really no point. There's really no point to it. But you definitely made the right call on that one. So congrats on that. Definitely made the right call. Well, your body didn't want more and more. It gave you more and more because you wouldn't stop obsessing. And you said I stuck feeling this. No, wrong. You said I let myself obsess about this because the feeling inside was very uncomfortable. I needed to let it out somehow, but after that it wasn't enough. Of course, what do you mean it wasn't enough? If you obsess, that's not what your body wants. You say you did it because you wanted to let it out. No, wrong. Incorrect buzzard. You do the obsession and now you say I'm stuck feeling like this. Yeah, because you're doing the obsession. So you try to justify doing the obsession. You see what you're doing? You're trying to justify doing the obsession by saying I had a very uncomfortable feeling and I needed to let it out. So I did it. So I obsessed. What? Makes no sense. So you obsessed, right? And now you're saying now I'm stuck feeling like this. Yeah, because you're obsessing. You can't justify obsession. Don't try to do that. You try to justify the obsession, say that that's your way of trying to let it out. No. If you want to let these feelings out, you accept them. If you want to let these thoughts and feelings out, you accept them. Obsession is the reason now that you feel stuck like this because you're obsessing and that's adding fuel to the fire, right? So you try to justify the obsession, saying that that's your way of letting it out. No, that is what's adding fuel to the fire. Right? You see what we're getting at here? That is what's adding fuel to the fire. Nothing's doing this to you. Your body's not doing this to you. No, your mind's not doing this to you. You can have thoughts and you can have feelings, but the reason it's continuing to grow like this and the reason you feel stuck is because you won't stop obsessing, which means you won't stop worrying, which means you're not making any effort to catch the worry and turn it into acceptance, right? And that's just fact. That's just fact. But we can start working on that, right? You absolutely can start working on that at any point. At any point that you want in your life, you can say, okay, I'm going to start working on this, right? So hopefully, hopefully you do. Hopefully you do because I want that for you. So let's see. Did I miss any other comments? Let's see. Let's see. Did the bot hold any comments? Yeah, one day, Arnold will stop the obsession. One day you will all stop the obsession because you will have had enough of the worry. The worry is you putting yourself through a hellacious cycle that you don't have to go through. Um, and one day when you've had enough, you will. One day when you've had enough, you will put an end to it. You kind of get to the point where you're like, man, I never figure anything out when I obsess. Man, I never do reach any conclusions when I obsess. Man, I never do get anywhere when I worry. Just seems to make the problem worse, right? Let's see. I did not forget about you, Sam. Thank you for the $5 tip, dude. I appreciate you. That puts us at 35 for the day. We are so close to 50. So close to the 50-day streak. I did not know you were on stream. What's up, Craig? Let's see. Let's see. The problem is you think you need to help your mind and body out, and you think you need to intervene. And when you do this and you start to worry, you're making it so much worse. All your worry does is send extra danger signals. So when you worry because you feel uncomfortable, Arnold, you're just telling your brain, please give me anxiety, right? You're not respecting the feeling. You're not to respect a feeling is to accept a feeling. You say you want to respect your feelings, that's why you obsess. Burn. Wrong. Wrong. If you want to truly respect a feeling, you accept it. If you want to truly respect a feeling, you accept it. You don't fight with it. You don't get into a pissing contest with it. You don't get into a fist fight with it. Is that your definition of respect? Right? Is your definition of respecting a feeling to get into a pissing contest with these feelings? To get into an obsessive mental fight with these feelings? Because if that's your definition of respect, we got to go back to grade school. Because in my book, that is not the definition of respect. You want to respect a feeling, you accept it. You say you want to respect your feelings, and that's why you obsess? In what world does respecting a feeling equal fighting with it? Not in my world, right? So you say you want to respect your feelings. Well, if you want to respect your feelings, the ultimate form of respect that you can show a feeling is acceptance, not a fight, not a mental fight. That's not respect in any way, shape, or form, right? So I think you told me a long time ago that somebody told you that and it stuck with you, right? And that it stuck with you that somebody told you that you need to respect your feelings or whatever. Well, we've got the wrong definition of respect here, apparently. Because to respect a feeling would not be to fight with it. So if you want to go off this whole, oh, I want to respect my feelings thing, well, the ultimate form of respect that you can show a feeling um, is acceptance, if that's what you're going after, right? So let's change our definition of respect here because something's backwards. Something's very backwards with this wanting to respect your feelings so you do the obsession thing. Makes no sense, right? So let's open our eyes to that a bit because you're going to get much further when you understand that, right? You're going to get much further when you understand that instead of convincing yourself that you are somehow respecting your feelings when you fight with them because that makes no sense. Um, so should I stop talking about my feeling to everyone? I think my compulsion to obsess on how I feel. In one way, there's nothing wrong with talking to people that you trust or love about the way that you feel. And another way, if it turns into an obsession and a compulsion, absolutely, you should probably cut it out. If we're talking about anxiety here, right? So in one way, I understand, maybe you want to vent to the people that you love or care about. That's fine in moderation, right? But you can easily turn that into second fear. That can easily turn into obsession, and that's what we don't want. That's what we don't want. Hey, that sounds good. That sounds like good progress, Craig. But do not fall down the obsession. Do not start worrying now, right? Don't want to mess that progress up. Just keep going. Keep doing what you're doing. Do not fall down any rabbit holes today. Do not fall down any rabbit holes today. As long as you stay out of the worry, Craig. As long as you stay out of the worry, you'll continue making progress. Haven't been in one of these streams for a couple weeks, feeling recovered, psychological anxiety, and slowly recovering from my mental habits. Keep it up, dude. Keep it up. Fatigue is very much a part of the process for most people, right? Everybody can be a bit different. Everybody can be a bit different, but 9 times out of 10, fatigue is a part of the process for most people. I kind of like the fact that we stumbled on that topic. That's a good topic, quote unquote. Respect your feelings, right? If that's you, if you're one of those people that want to quote unquote respect your feelings, understand that fighting with them is not a form of respect. Understand that when you give a feeling permission to be as it is without trying to change it, that is the ultimate form of respect. So if you're like my good friend Arnold, and you're under this belief that you need to respect your feelings, that's fine. That's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. But understand a fight is the total opposite of respect. And understand that if you want to show respect to a feeling, acceptance is the way to go, right? To give a feeling permission to be is the ultimate form of respect. Obsession is a form of second fear. Never knew. Obsession is basically what? Intense worry. All of those are very common. Low mood, insomnia, lack of appetite. In fact, those are the three things. Those are like your three main things that most people experience right away. Always, Craig. Always, dude. That's what worry does. That is what worry does. Stress. Probably, Arnold. Probably. You probably added some fuel, right? That's why we talk about all the time how important it is to be honest with yourself during recovery. Have to be honest with yourself. So, depressed mood can be a part of it, Ford, but you have to be honest with yourself, just like I told Arnold. So these past few days, have you been getting up out of bed, being productive, living life, doing the things you want to do? Have you been, every time you notice yourself start to worry, have you been shutting that down and replacing that with an accepting attitude, like so be it? Have you been noticing the worry, shutting it down? Right, and living your life. Have you been doing that 110%? If the answer to that question is no, then you found your problem. Right? So, very, very important that we be honest with ourselves. Very, very important. Very, very important. How was your weekend? My weekend was good, Kate. How was yours? Definitely no. Okay, so you've got the first step down. You're honest, right? Pat yourself on the back for that. You wouldn't believe how many people come to me and basically lie to my face. It happens all the time. You're honest. So I ask you, Ford, past couple days, whatever, past week or two, have you been getting up, having productive days, doing things you want to do, being productive, having good days? And when the worry comes, replacing that worry with an accepting reminder to yourself. Have you been doing that? You say definitely no. I say congrats, you're honest with yourself. And also congrats because now we know the problem, time to get back on board. Right? That's being honest with yourself. That's important. So important. Because if I can't get somebody to be honest with me, then we will never know where you're going wrong. Right? I will never be able to tell you where you're going wrong if you can't be honest with me. So the fact that you're honest means that you're ready. Let's get started. Right? Let's get going. Do something today. Do something productive today. Get the ball rolling. Get some confidence going. Make yourself eat a little bit. Do something today to get the confidence building, even if it's little things, little steps, right? Live your life while you're doing this, and the worry, these thoughts come, these feelings come. You notice you're starting to do the worry, spot that, catch it, change it into acceptance, get right back to living. Let's get you on board. Now that you're honest with yourself, let's get you going, right? So if you want recovery, you've got it. There you go. I gave it to you just now. Whether you take that and do it is up to you. Whether you spend the rest of the day Googling, up to you. Nobody is responsible for that choice but you. So with the information that you now have, what you do with it is up to you, right? So whether or not you come back in here on our next stream and say, I did it, I'm starting to feel better a little bit, maybe not a lot right now, but I'm getting there. I'm getting the confidence going. Or whether you come back in here next stream and say, I still feel terrible because I didn't do any of those things. I didn't use the two keys. That's going to be up to you now, right? Why is it basically your question, Red Dog? Why is it so difficult just to get started? Because it's a huge lifestyle change. You have programmed yourself to be a certain way for a very long time. To go against that and start to become a new you is huge. It's big. It's the biggest thing you'll ever do. So getting started, that's why a lot of people just don't get started with the two keys. They just don't start using them because it's huge. It's a huge change to your everyday life. It's not something you're used to, right? And most people, unfortunately, would rather be comfortably miserable, right, than to make changes. So hopefully you'll break out of that, right? You can entertain that and you can go down that rabbit hole, Craig, or you can say fuck it and stop entertaining that. And that's going to determine what's going to happen next, right? Hey, what's up, Jimmy? We're going to switch back to main cam for a second. But yeah, guys, most people, 90% of people, it's a sad realization, but most people, right? At least for some time. I'm not saying that it's not possible to change at some point, but at least for some time, most people are more comfortable with being, you know, comfortably miserable, which means they're going to continue doing the same things. They're not going to use the two keys, right? They're not going to put that effort in because they're so used to doing the things that they do. So most people would rather be comfortably miserable than to make these huge lifestyle changes and to use these two keys. It's very unfortunate, right? It's very unfortunate. But normally, as enough time goes by, they start to say, okay, well, I've got no other options. They start to say, okay, well, I've had enough of the way that I'm living and I want better for myself. And then they start to really dedicate to these two keys. Until that happens and they make the choice to do that, right, they usually allow themselves to continue self sabotaging, not using the two keys, just allowing all these bad habits to continue happening, right? But they're still trying to learn. They want it, but they're not doing it. Normally, there's nothing you can do about that except let more time pass until that person realizes that they want better for themselves, and then they'll go for it, right? And then they'll go for it. Um, I'd be lying if I said I didn't do that. I knew what I needed to do for a very long time. I wasn't exactly doing it. I just continued to give in to all the old bad habits. So I would be lying if I said I didn't do that. I did that for a very long time. But eventually, hopefully, you get to the point where you're like, okay, enough's enough. I've got the two keys. I'm not using them. It's time to start using them, right? And then you kind of run with it. And that doesn't mean that you won't have some ups and downs while you do that, because you probably will. But you do get to a point where you're like, okay, it's time to use these two keys. It's time to do this, right? It's fucking time to do this. Like, I am so miserable. It is time to dedicate to this. And even once you make that choice, sometimes you still have some ups and downs, or you fall back into some bad habits. But, you know, We at least got to get you to the point where you're like, okay, it's fucking time, dude. Like, I am sick of this shit. Hey, you've got the two keys, right, Red? And it doesn't matter, you know, your mind says, "Oh, well, you've been like this for this long," right? And then you say, "Oh God, yeah, you're right." And then you start obsessing. You're not using the two keys, right? So your mind says you've been like this for so long, and you just say, "Yeah, okay, whatever." And then you go do something productive, right? You don't fight with these thoughts and feelings anymore. You stop fueling them. You stop giving them importance. You just have an accepting reminder instead of going down the worry rabbit hole. You catch that worry, turn it into acceptance, live your life, right? So, you know, these questions pop up, try to discourage you, right? And if you follow that worry habit, still not using the two keys, right? Your advice is sound, man. The research and science backs you up. So, you know, the advice, the two main keys, they are both of the ways that the brain learns as far as anxiety is concerned. When we say stop fighting with the thoughts and feelings, okay, that takes care of the whole, the science behind how your prefrontal cortex, your thinking mind, what you choose to think, can send danger signals to the amygdala. It can't reason with the amygdala, it can't turn it off, but it can send extra danger signals. So when we say stop fighting with the thoughts and feelings, accepting mindset, right? Catch the worries, stomp it out. That takes care of the science behind the prefrontal cortex, your thinking mind, sending danger signals to the amygdala. That takes care of that. That takes care of that problem. And when we say live your life, this is how the amygdala learns through pure experience, right? Through pure experience, watching you do the things that you want to do instead of taking the anxiety's vice, hiding away, right? Or whatever you want to call it. So, the two main keys on a scientific level really tackle each way that the brain learns. It really tackles each way that the amygdala learns. So, that's why we have two keys. Looks like it's about to pour the rain. What's up, Jimmy? Ask away, my dude. Let it go away. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Why don't we have any music going, chat? How do you get all the ladies? You're always talking about a new one. You might be on the wrong stream, dude. I don't know. This is the girl that I'm currently seeing now is the first girl that I've spoke about since my ex. So I don't know. You might be confusing me with someone else. Thanks for being real, Wonder Bro. I really needed to hear this on a daily basis. Sometimes you just need a reminder, dude. Sometimes you just need a reminder. There's nothing wrong with that. Yeah, this is the first person I've seen in almost a year. So I don't know. I think you've got me confused with someone else. I don't have many I don't have many tips on getting the ladies. You're right about getting up and out. Just fear, low mood symptoms trigger worry about dipping into some clinical depression I can't come out of. So following the worry, going down the rabbit hole, right? That's what we got to break. We got to spot that. We got to break that. We got to get back to living. Okay, keep your secrets. I don't know. If I had any tips to give you as far as dating was concerned, I would say ask questions. Ask questions. Keep the conversation interesting. It's a rainy day here, chat. It's a rainy day. It's one of those days where you could just go back to bed. Yeah, you would. Holy shit. Holy shit. Okay. Didn't see that coming. Didn't see that coming. Mickey, thank you so much for the $10 tip. Thank you. Guys, we are close, man. We are close. Thank you so much, Mickey. Round of applause. Round of applause in chat for all of our tippers today. We're on a 49-day streak, about to hit 50. 5 away from a 50-day streak. Can we take a moment? Take a moment in chat just to spam those emojis. Let's show some love to all the great people who got us this far. Thank you guys so much. I appreciate it. Thank you, Mickey. Thank you, everybody who's tipped today. Thank you. Who was it? Who was it? Who else? Sam. Sam. Thank you, Sam. Appreciate you guys. Appreciate you. Kay as well, and who else? Uh, uh, who else? Oh, the person whose name I can't pronounce. You know who you are. You know who you are. I have various different options, Red. So it depends. Hit me up on. Do you have Discord? If so, hit me up on Discord. Yeah, I have several different choices there. So it all depends on what you're looking for. Yeah, but if anybody's interested in that, I do offer the coaching, just kind of something extra that I do. If anybody's interested in that, DM me, Discord, Facebook, Instagram, all that good stuff. I would say Twitter. I would say Twitter, but I don't actually use it that often. Yeah, it all depends, Red Dog, whether we're talking about half hour, phone call, messaging, it all depends. But have developed a phobia of music, like music banging in my head all the time because music is sticking to thoughts. What should I do? You already know what you should do, right? Completely embrace it. Be okay with it. Do not resist it. Do not tell yourself, oh, I do not want to feel this. Do not tell yourself, oh, I wish this would go away. None of that. None of that. Completely embrace it. What you resist, persists, right? So, get into an accepting mindset of whatever's going to happen is going to happen. And when you notice yourself starting to go down the worry rabbit hole, what do? We got to catch it, stomp it out, turn it to acceptance, live your life. Oh, hold up. We did hit goal. We did hit goal. K taking us to go. All right, we did. Guys, moving on to a 50-day streak. A 50-day streak. I never thought I'd be able to type that in there. I never thought I'd be able to type that in there. Thank you so much. I appreciate each and every one of you. What? I'm confused, Jimmy. What is your bad? I'm confused. What's happening? Hey, send it again, Red Dog. Sometimes I do miss messages. Send it again. Don't be afraid to send it again. Thank you guys so much for the goal, man. I appreciate you. Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm not sure what you're talking about, Jimmy. What is your bad? Paranoia, a symptom of anxiety. I wouldn't call it paranoia, but I get what you're getting at, and yes, I would call it adding a ton of worry, right? I would I would call it adding a ton of worry personally. Stingy raisin. Thank you so much for the $10 tips. Says gotta go over 50. Thank you so much for that, dude. I appreciate you. Thank you. Thank you, chat. I really am so thankful for you guys. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. No problem, doctor. I do my best. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. We need to dress up for Halloween now. That's what we need to do. What's up, Pooty? I didn't see you sneak in there, dude. What's up? Thanks for all your help and all the time, Wonder Bro. I don't know where I'd be if I didn't find this stream in Discord. No problem, dude. I love all the positivity, man. You guys just made a light bulb come on. I've had my anxiety cause me to complain and ask reassurance of some close friends. I know they're tired of it. I sense it with them. I need to stop. So, still a lot of second fear, right? A lot of obsessiveness, a lot of worry. So, it's okay. It's a learning process. You guys are absolutely welcome. No problem. Got a little triggered yesterday on something on TV. It was false. Ended up accepting and moving on. Congrats, Booty. You know you got it, man. What do you do when you can't sleep? Don't obsess about it. Don't worry about it. Don't lay there thinking about how much you need to sleep, right? It seems counterproductive, but we need to get you to a point where you're like, if I sleep, I sleep. If I don't, I don't. We get you to that point, you'll be far more relaxed rather than if you just laid there and obsessed about how much you need to sleep. So it's kind of a paradox in that way. It's very ironic in that way. Whatever you resist tends to persist. So whatever you don't want to feel, you tend to feel. Whatever you don't want to think, you tend to think. So instead, we need to switch to a mindset of acceptance. It is what it is, rather than trying to fight against it, which is just going to be one big ugly mess, right? And the same thing applies to sleep. The same thing applies to sleep. Can you see my messages? Let me see. The bot may have held your messages. Maybe? No, I don't see any messages. I don't see any messages being held, Jimmy. Unless they're just not coming through. Unless they're just not coming through, I don't see anything being held. Hey, what's up, Tony? How you doing, dude? Regardless of the context, right, Pooty? We talked about that. Regardless of the context of the thought, doesn't matter. Thank you, Wonder Bro. I need to put my focus on the two keys. Complaining feeds the monster. I see that now. Absolutely. So, because complaining is what? Complaining is a form of worry. It's a form of worry because complaining is normally just made up of negative self-talk that is you fighting the way that you feel, right? Just came back from a jog, about to lift some weights and shower. Nice, dude. Tony, you've been killing it recently, man. Keep living, man. Keep living. It's my day off. Still going hard on the day off. thought comes in, and I'm like, I hope I don't recover. Matter of fact, I'd love that. There you go, Pootie. There you go. Just be sarcastic with it. Just be sarcastic with the thoughts instead of trying to fight against them. Anything but worry. Anything but worry, guys. The opposite of worry. The opposite of worry. Man, Wonder Bro, all those tats must have cost a lot. Not exactly. A lot of them was done in pretty shady places. Just leave it at that. It's a rainy, chill day, man. I don't know why the rain makes me so tired. Switch to the post stream real quick. Any more face tats for you? No. No, I'm going to do my best to hold off on any more face tats. I think I've got enough. If I do any more, it's definitely going to be overboard at that point. So I'm trying to hold off. I'm trying to hold off. You got it, Tony. Just keep at it, dude. Keep at it. That is weird, Jimmy. I don't know. Sometimes the stream does act up and you have to refresh. I don't know why that happens. I wish it didn't, but dark day here, overcast. Yeah, it's raining here. Which I'm not complaining. I love it. I'm not complaining. I love this kind of weather. So. It does make me sleepy as fuck, but I love this kind of weather. I appreciate it again, guys. Thank you so much for the typical. I do appreciate it. Really helps keep the show on the road. Thank you, thank you. I don't know what else to say besides thank you so much. You guys have no idea how much that helps. Thank you. Your face is too pretty. Well, I appreciate that. Thank you. Yeah, I'd be lying if I said I didn't consider another one on the face, but I come to the conclusion that it's not a good idea. So just gonna leave it alone. Just gonna leave it alone before I make a mistake. Something I'll regret. I've seen this one quote where it says you fear death but don't live. Yep. Love that quote. I'm a fan. I'm a fan. Yep. Two main keys for a reason, right, Tony? Got to cut the worry and live life, and you see how it gets the ball rolling for you. I mean, you're a perfect example of that. Two main keys for a reason, chat. They go hand in hand, and there's a long, very, very long list. A long, long list of reasons why there is two main keys. Yeah, just don't get an ice cream cone on my face and I'll be good, Jimmy. Who is it that has an ice cream cone tattooed on their face? I know who you're referring to. Can't think of their name. try to spend some extra time with you guys today because I know I was MIA for a few days there. Oh, yeah, it's Gucci Man, Gucci Man, Gucci Man, Gucci Man, Gucci Man, Gucci Man. That's who it is. Complaining is second fear. Brilliant. I needed to hear that. I'll explain why complaining is second fear. It's second fear because what is complaining? Complaining is a form of mental self-talk that's usually based in fear around the way that you feel, right? 50-day streak, I know, bro, it's insane. MIA for more like a week. It was 2 days. 2 days, Maddie. How have you been, Maddie? It's good to see you. Some encouragement. I'm still healed and have been for a while now. You have to go through it. The uncomfortable, scary shit and stay cool. Only way, but get it going and get out. So basically what Travis is saying is, you got to live your life. You got to live your life. You got to let the thoughts and feelings happen without fighting with them. Basically what Travis is saying is two keys. Two keys. Hell yeah. Thank you for all your help and good advice. Don't add worry, guys. Keep living. We're all going to recover. We got one life anyway. Let's live it. Agreed, Pooty. Keep it up, dude. You're doing great, man. Jimmy. Jimmy. There's only one lady for me. There's only one lady for me. Has my heart. Has been gone an entire 4 weekend days this month. Has been gone an entire 4 days this month. Kate's going on strike. She's had enough. She's had enough. We're losing them left and right. We're losing them left and right. Yes, Maddie. Yes. Yes, he is. Absolutely, John, and that's why it's one of the two main keys. I look like a bum today. I look like a bum. We're bumming it today, chap. I slept like 11 hours, so woke up feeling kind of like a zombie. I plead the fifth, M. I plead the fifth. Going to get back to this workout. Talk to you guys later. Have a good one, Tony. Thanks for stopping by, dude. I appreciate it. Keep it up, man. Keep it up. Hey, what should the thumbnail be for today's stream, chat? Let's do something weird. Let's do something weird that unless you like watch this part of the stream, you have no idea why I made that the thumbnail for today's stream. So start giving me ideas in chat for a weird thumbnail that we can use to confuse everybody who didn't watch this far into the stream. That way they can be like, what the hell? What's going on? And then you guys can be like, well, maybe if you watch the stream, you would know, right? So give me some weird ideas for a thumbnail that's just totally random, and that's what we'll do. It's been a good stream. A goat? Someone applying makeup. Kate, a photo of you walking away from us. Real cute. I like the someone applying makeup idea. A makeup tutorial thumbnail. A makeup tutorial thumbnail. I like it. I like it. Let's Google it. Makeup tutorial. I'm gonna use this one, chat. I'm gonna use this one as the thumbnail today. What do you think? That's stupid. Or a goat. Let's see. A goat? It's gotta be a goofy looking goat though. I can use this one. I kinda like him. He's cute. I'd be tripping out if I saw that. I found this one. It kind of looks like you a little bit, Maddie. So I don't know. I was thinking about that one because I was like, that reminds me of my friend Maddie. They look very similar. Absolutely, no problem, John. I don't know why, but I got like on a kick with like old oil paintings for thumbnails. I have no clue why. I just like the way they look, I guess. Yeah, I don't know why I started doing that. I can send you a picture of my new rooster Greg to use. I want to see your rooster Greg now regardless. You should send that to me regardless. That last thumbnail for the Derek vid was fire. Let's see, which one did I use for that? Oh, okay. Yeah, yeah. I did really like that one. I agree. That was a good one. I don't know, I usually just pick something random. Like, there's usually not much reasoning behind it. I get confused when I'm sitting with the feelings because if I'm there still feeling scared or symptoms, how do I know if I'm even doing it right? As long as you're not adding to it, you're doing it right. As long as you're not adding to it, you're doing it right. So one way that you can tell if you're doing it right or not, look up here. Are you up in your head adding second fear? What is second fear? Worry. If you're up in your head adding second fear over these thoughts and feelings, or if you're just catching the worry and turning it into, I accept this, I'm going to be with this, and you live your life anyway, then you're doing it right. You're going against the anxiety's advice, which is to sit around and worry and stop living, right? So as long as you're going against anxiety's advice, you're catching the worry, you're not doing as much worrying, and you're living life, then you're teaching your brain that the fear is not real, that the danger is not real. That's how you can tell if you're doing it right or not. So as long as you're going against what anxiety wants, what does anxiety want? It wants you to worry, wants you to stop living. As long as you're going against that, doing what you want to do, not adding as much worry, you're absolutely retraining your brain. Do a Halloween oil painting? We could do that. All right, lovely people. Lovely people, we are at an hour and a half on today's stream. So what we're going to do, we're going to go ahead and get our song pulled up. We're going to listen to our song today. And with that being said, thank you guys so much. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for all of your love, all of your support. I really do appreciate every single one of you. On a very serious note, I know we joke around and stuff, but I do appreciate every single one of you. I'm not sure what I would do without you guys. So thank you so much for everything. Leave a like on the stream if you enjoyed it. Leave a like on the stream if you enjoyed it. Let's listen to our song. I'll see you guys very, very soon. And until next time, as always, stay awesome.
I'm a stone cold killer, I'm a billionaire. I got my own gold digger. If I wasn't this way, I'd rather die. Did it die, yeah. Did it die. Did it die. I'm a stone cold killer, I'm a billionaire. I got my own gold digger. If I wasn't this way, I'd rather die. did it die? Wait. Did it die? Wait. Did it die? Whatever you want, I'll be whatever you want. Just tell me you love me or not, whatever it costs. I know I'm talking a lot, there's something I gotta get off. Don't wanna be this no more, I don't wanna drink no more. Always gotta do the most, thinking that I'm insecure. Really should've listened more, but I don't, of course. I'm an asshole, I'm a good guy, I'm your best friend, I'm the worst type. Tell you everything that you heard right, just so I can fuck on the first night. Feel like I'm losing hope, running from coast to coast. I don't know where to go, this all I've ever known. I'm a stone cold killer, I'm a billionaire. I got my own gold digger. If I wasn't this way, I'd rather die. No, did it die? Wait. Did it die? Wait. Did it die? I'm a stone cold killer, I'm a billionaire. I got my own gold digger. If I wasn't this way, I'd rather die. Won't die. Did it die? Wait. Did it die? Wait. Did it die? My aunt think I'm perfect, I know I'm not. My mama be worried, I told her stop. They know I did drugs and think that I'm off. Little do they know I never could stop. My manager hate when I'm pulling up late. Back on my bullshit, she think it's a phase. I got relations I gotta maintain. I'm two different people, my side and my main. Yeah, I'm sober, I'm an addict, I'm a lowlife, I got habits, but I refuse to be average. Really so tired of acting, don't know what I miss no more. Too bad you don't hit me more. I'm bad when I get too bored, careful what you wishing for. I'm a stone cold killer, I'm a billionaire. I got my own gold digger.